All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm your host, the Ice Dragon, Rayron VR. Welcome back to another episode of the MangaVerse podcast. We got a lot to discuss when it comes to manga. There's been a lot of news lately that I kind of want to cover, but kind of something I've been wanting to do for this particular channel is it originally was supposed to be a book club about one particular volume of any type of manga book that, kind of selected. And, we were going to originally just talk about it. It's going to be a once a month podcast. And I decided, you know what? I want to expand upon this so much more. So we kind of changed it into a weekly podcast, and it's going to live on Mondays. So Manga Mondays. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. So go ahead and add this to the screen. All right. So our first order of business. So when it comes to this particular podcast, something I'm going to do is that on the last podcast of each month, we're going to focus on the manga that is going to be coming out for the next month. Now, if you guys want to talk about things that have happened over the current month or in the past month, that the best kind of manga that's come out, all the manga books that have come out in the past, then that will be captured on my State of Ice podcast on this channel. So when it comes to the manga verse, we're going to be looking at the way forward when it comes to the particular books. So with that, we're going to go ahead and talk about this manga right here on our Icey Cam. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I got a nice little background on Stream Yards. I'm definitely excited, finally upgraded, so that way I can get my own background and everything. So I am super excited about that. But right now on our Icey Cam, I've got Blue Period. Now, one of the interesting mangas, because originally I got up to the third volume, and I was wondering, should I continue on with this manga? It wasn't, it was tough to get into, but once I got to volume three, it really kind of hooked me in. And then definitely by volume five of Blue Period, it instantly became my favorite manga for January of 2022. It is that good when it comes to character design and character building and just putting yourself into a particular character's shoes. And I'm not gonna go too much into it because I did do a spotlight video on Blue Period Volume 5. And now I'm kind of stuck with this particular series because the next volume doesn't come out until next month. Or so I thought. Or so I thought. So we're going to take a, that's the first thing we're going to be talking about. Now, I did do a Icy News video on this particular article, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about it today. So, Blue Period manga takes 1 month break due to author contracting COVID-19. Yikes, man. Best wishes. Definitely want her healthy first, and then we can get our books out. I will gladly wait to get the next volume, just so that our author here can rest and relax and go from there. So Yamaguchi, the creator of the award-winning Blue Period manga, announced on their Twitter account yesterday. Now, this has been a couple of days ago that this article has been out. So the manga will be taking at least 1 month break from serialization in a monthly afternoon because they contracted the bed bug known as COVID-19. Again, I know it's not a bed bug, but I just call it a bug. Ngaji explained that she hasn't been feeling well since the other day and got the PCR test, which confirmed that she had the virus. Oof. All in Japanese there. In the following tweet, Ngachi said that her condition is steadily improving, though she is sleeping a lot and healing. She's currently recovering at home from the virus with medical treatments. The Blue Period launched in June 2017 in Kadensha's monthly afternoon seinen manga magazine, winning the 13th Manga Tayashu Award for the 44th Kodansha Manga Award for Best General Manga. A TV adaptation aired in the fall of 2021 season, with Netflix releasing episodes in Japan ahead of TV broadcast and then internationally a few weeks later. So definitely well wishes. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. Get well soon. Yeah, get over it. Yeah, so this is from Crunchyroll. So, yeah, originally Volume 6 should be coming out in the US next month. But the thing that this article really doesn't highlight is that in Japan, Blue Period, I think, is on like version or volume 14 to 15. So it does take a while for the English version to come out. And so right now, to my understanding, the English volume 6 should be coming out next month, hopefully. Cross fingers. If not, then we'll just wait, and hopefully our author gets healed up and back at it, because this is a great manga. But yeah, kind of sad. But again, hopefully she recovers, and then we'll be making all sorts of good stuff. So, all right. With that, we're gonna go ahead and transition to the mangas that are up and coming, and see if there's any titles that are noteworthy, and then we'll go from there. So, our first publication comes from Seven Seas Entertainment. So now we're looking at the month of February, looking at the way forward. So here's all of our titles from Seven Seas Entertainment. And as I go through here, nothing is really catching my eye. Besides Dance the Vampire Bound. So I've been wanting to finish this. The only problem is I've got like the collector's edition that has like 3 volumes in one, and I have like 3 books out of the 5, and the other 2 go like 100 apiece. So I want to finish Dance the Vampire Bound, but it's gonna be hard to finish it because those particular books are expensive. Um, looks like we got another Reborn as a Barrier Master. Oh my goodness. That's the one thing that, it's driving me kind of crazy, is that we got all these reborn, reincarnated like trope storylines, and it's getting I'm getting burnt out on it. I'm getting burnt out on it. And Avery, welcome with the butterfly wing hugs. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. All the wing hugs to you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, so Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling manga, volume 2. I do have volume 1 of this particular manga. However, I started to read it, and then I said, nope, I need to just put it down, because like it's the very same linear storytelling when any type of the reincarnated stories come out. So I do have volume 1 of this, but it'll be a while before I actually finish it. It looks like we got volume 2 coming out in February. Let's see what we got here. See, not any others that I am familiar with. Let's see here. Oh, and we're already going. I don't want to do spoilers with March, but so it looks like we're ending right there. So I don't see I'm a Cat Barista. That's the one I'm really looking forward to, but I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. I really want volume 2 of that. So it looks like we gotta wait at least another month to get volume 2 out. Okay, so that is pretty much from Seven Seas Entertainment. So let's go ahead and look at Godansha. Let's see here. Again, not too familiar with any of these ones. GTOs. A lot of GTOs. Oh my goodness, like all the volumes are coming out. Make sure I'm in the right section here. Yep, February 1st. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this manga, GTO. Interesting. I don't know what it's about. Looks like it is an ebook. That's why it looks like all of them are coming out at the same time. That's something I got to pay attention to, is that there's a lot of manga coming out that are just digital only, and I have to pay attention to that. Knight of Ice. Let's see. 7 Deadly Sins. So I do have volume 1 of 7 Deadly Sins. It's one that's on my radar. So hopefully I'll get to that here soon. So that was the first. Let's take a look at the 8th here. So it looks like it is weekly releases. Kodansha does. So we got the 1st. Now we got the 8th. See, here's another one. I was reincarnated with OP invincibility, so I beat up my way as an action adventure. Oh my goodness. There's too many of this. Yeah, it's that reincarnated as a virus story. Oh my goodness. They're overkilling it with it now. Hey, there it is. So it looks like the English version is coming out. So that's Blue Period Volume 6. So that is probably going to be my most anticipated manga of February. Like I said here, I have 1 through 5. So I am very, very, very excited for 6 to come out because Volume 5, like I said, was by far my favorite manga of this month of January. So definitely one of my more anticipated mangas. So surprising setback before the second exam shakes Yotara up. But after everything he's been through, he must persevere. This time the subject turns out to be something both new and familiar. But does an average guy like Yotara stand a chance against a genius and prodigious vying for a spot in the nation's most competitive art school? We shall see. Now, the anime version of Blue Period goes in 2 more episodes, which I'm not wanting to watch because I don't want to spoil it because it's probably going to go into volume 6. Well, it will be, but I'll probably talk about all of volume 6, and I just don't want to get spoiled. So we're going to wait until volume 6 comes out, and then I'll do the last 2 episodes on Netflix. But I am excited for Blue Period, that's for sure. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Shaman King. Okay. I think we go into March. Make sure I'm not getting to March here. Okay, so last February week. And yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's catching my eye. Yeah, we got 7 Deadly Sins 3-pack. And that's it. So that's it for Kodansha. Again, probably the only manga that I'm really looking forward to is Blue Period, and definitely my most anticipated for February. So definitely excited about that. All right, and then next up we've got the Yen Press for February. And then let's see what we got here. So nothing too crazy. Nothing here that I'm familiar with. Besides, I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. That's one that I really want to read into because that one looks hilarious. Goblin Slayer Year 1, Volume 6. I think that is a spin-off of the original Goblin Slayer. But there's really nothing here that I'm really looking forward to. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about ReZero. Now, ReZero, I got to be careful because there's at least 1 to 2 spin-off manga series of ReZero. So I want to get into the original one. I just got to figure out which one that is. Or what the cover looks like, I should say, because it can get kind of confusing. But yeah, it's pretty much for that one. And then we've got Tokyo Pop, which there's not a whole lot. Basically, these 4 mangas. So definitely, 7 Seas Entertainment has a whole bunch of stories coming out in February. So they've been kind of my favorite publishing company when it comes to manga. I've read a ton of 7 Seas Entertainment and cannot complain. Cannot complain. Now, let me see if I can find it real quick. There's one particular publishing company that I forgot to add to this, and that's Viz. Cannot forget about Viz Entertainment. So let's take a look at the manga releases for them. Let me bring up their calendar. Okay, so we got February. Let me add this to my link so I don't forget about it. Yeah, we'll add it there. And then we'll add it No, State of Ice. Yeah, State of Ice. That's fine. Okay, let's take a look at Viz Entertainment. Release calendar for February 2022. Okay, here we go. Black Clover. So I am going to get into this manga. I've heard so many good things about Black Clover, and I think it was in the top 10 for top manga that was sold this year. So Black Clover is probably going to be my next one that I read here pretty soon. Chainsaw Man Volume 9 is coming out, which I'll probably read Volume 2 here soon. Let's see what we got. Jujutsu Kaisen is coming out. Yep. Sephiroth the End. I kind of want to get into that one too. Call of the Night. So I want Call of the Night sounds really interesting to me. It's just trying to get volume 1 of Call of the Night is very expensive. We're talking at least like a $50 um book because of the scarcity of volume 1. So I wish they would continue to reprint volume 1, but it's really scarce right now. Full Metal Alchemist. So this is another one that I've been seeing a lot of people talk about is Komi Can't Communicate. It's another one that I'll probably grab volume 1 just to see what it's all about. Mosu Gundam. Oh, the garbage. The garbage High Republic. F off. Screw you, Disney. No one cares about the High Republic. And that is pretty much it. So if I was deep into Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, and Chainsaw Man, those three would be definitely ones that I would be excited for in February. Again, I've got to catch up. I'm kind of behind, so but definitely excited to see those three come out, and probably Sephiroth the End too. If I've begun to get into it, but definitely some titles coming out from Viz that definitely want to get into. Now, I forgot to showcase Viz in my State of Ice when we were going through. Did we? No, we did. Because I remember about Demon Slayer. Never mind. Scratch that. I did go into it. I just forgot to bring it up in my bookmarks. Cool. So, yeah, we got some good titles coming out. Mostly from Viz and Seven Seas Entertainment for February. Those are the big ones. Cool. So let's go ahead and get into some other news from around the MangaVerse. So, been trying to save some news articles here. So, apparently, Rent a Girlfriend will go on break for the first time ever. But I did remember seeing another article saying that the break is over. So, it only lasted for about a month. I think the author had, I guess, a crisis when he was kind of developing and going through all this. I don't know the full details, but it was supposed to go on a break, went a break on a month, and then coming back. I will eventually get into volume 1 of Rent a Girlfriend, just not right now. It just seems kind of whack, to say the least, that name of the title. So we'll see what happens when it comes to that particular manga. So yeah, definitely interesting. Now, another one that I know I have reviewed on the channel is Solo Leveling. So let's go ahead and bring, I don't know if I got this article up. Let's see here. See if I can bring this thread up here. Okay, so Solo Leveling is going to receive a game and TV drama series. Korean webtoon Solo Leveling is going to be adapted into a game by Studio Netmarble. The drama series will be a US-based production, and Warner Bros. Are the one for the first parties to show interest. So Netmarbles are the developers of the Damachi 7 Deadly Sins mobile games, and it'll be a cheap, quick cash mobile game, gotcha game. Don't expect. Okay, yeah. AAA. So some of the comments down here. So that's one thing that I've definitely been researching a little bit into this was it Netmarble Company, and yeah, they are development of mobile games, and they typically port it to PC, which is exactly what this has been announced. So I did do my first initial video on Solo Leveling. I'm surprised that this is getting a game considering how linear this story is. And again, originally this was a Korean webtoon that was originally brought into the manga format. And it was the first manga that I picked up that, originally its MSRP goes for $20, which is definitely expensive for a manga volume. But it's also the first manga volume that I picked up that was fully colored, like the whole book from beginning to end is beautiful illustrations. And it's also read from left to right, not the typical right to left in a Japanese format. So I originally thought this was an American webtoon, but turns out it was a Korean webtoon. So interesting. Learn something new every day. But I definitely enjoyed Solo Leveling. It's definitely been one of the more popular ones just recently. And so it's ones that I'm going to continue to review. But yeah, I saw that. It's like, hey, I know that story. Solo Leveling is kind of the story that if you want more Indiana Jones type of adventures, I think you would like Solo Leveling because it definitely gave me that vibe of, okay, you're in this area that, you got to try to complete or defeat a boss, and then there's puzzles associated with it. And our protagonist kind of it's not, I don't know if I can really say Indiana Jones, but he's definitely got to prove himself. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Solo Leveling. And the fact that now we're going to get a adaptation. Doesn't say it's going to be on Netflix, so probably Warner Brothers. So probably, see, Warner Brothers is HBO Max. Yeah, so we'll probably see this on HBO Max. Which, we'll see. I wish it was on Netflix because I pay for Netflix right now. And I prefer it to be on Netflix, but can't win them all. Can't win them all. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then just breaking news. Let me see if we got any other. I thought I had one more. Yes, I do have some other things. One more article I want to try to find. Go back to my bookmarks here. Really quick. I know I have it. Where are you? Oh, this is really relevant. I saw this meme. I was like, yes, this is so true. Manga readers, anime onlys. Manga sucks. No adaptation. No OST. And you got Berserk, CSM, OPM, Tokyo Gold, and then you got the Shaquille O'Neal. Like, ooh, I like this. It's so funny. So relevant. But it can go either way. It can go either way. All right. So definitely one that was kind of I don't know if it was a big shocker for the manga community, but the final chapter of Fire Force is finished and submitted. So I think this is from the same author that did Soul Eater, which I just picked up volume 1 of Soul Eater. So I can't wait to review that one. And then finally, the final drawing of the last chapter for Fire Force manga has been submitted as well. So yeah, Fire Force is coming to an end. Now, I did do volume 1 on the channel. I liked it. Definitely something different. And finally coming to an end. I don't know what particular volume we've got, but yeah, coming to an end. And then just recently, breaking news, as of 13 hours ago, Jujutsu Kaisen will have an important announcement on February 12th. So that'll be in about 2 more podcasts. So about 2 weeks, we'll have a announcement of what's going on with Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe that's going to be coming to an end here shortly too. Who knows? But we will definitely cover it because I do have volume 0 to start. and I've heard nothing but good things about Jujutsu Kaisen. So we shall see. We shall see. Let me just make sure I got all of my articles here. Getting a little bit of spoilers for the next Icey layer here. But yeah, so that is all of that. So now I'm going to go ahead into, I've got a couple more hauls. I'll show you guys exactly what I've been up to. My IRL work has been kicking my butt, and that's why I haven't been getting any manga reviews out lately. I am unfortunately behind again. I'm about to finish my third book that I need to review, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm currently working on. But there are more stories on the way, I promise. I promise. So let me just get my table set up here, and I'll show you guys which mangas I've been working on. So as we talked about in the last article, all right, let's go ahead and bring up the Icey Cam. Let's bring that back in. All right, so as stated, I have done a video on Fire Force Volume 1, and I'll be working on Volume 2 here shortly. From the creator of Soul Eater. So cannot wait to dive back into that story. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I've been working on. So I have finished, this was by request. This is Saint Stsia, the Centennia Show. Now, this particular manga, every time I've done any research saying any stories that are very similar to Sailor Moon, this one pops up a lot. And I've also seen a lot of fan art of the hybrid between this one and Sailor Moon. And finally was able to dive into it. It took me a while to get this particular book. And someone on Twitter, again, I'll highlight it in my video on who recommended this particular manga. But I enjoyed it. It was definitely, I have to read a couple more volumes to see if I'm convinced it's very similar to Sailor Moon, but there are a lot of differences. Definitely the story, but I do like where it's going. So definitely excited for the review on this one. So yeah, this one's going to be my next video. Hopefully I can get it out tomorrow, but we'll see. It depends on life. All right, the next one. This one, so when it comes to romances, this one has captured my heart. Yes, the Ice Dragon has a soft spot for love stories. If it is written well with good characters and just good chemistry, I'm a sucker for that. And this one has definitely captured my heart. I really enjoy The Incurable Case of Love. It's definitely a love story between, it's that forbidden love between doctor and nurse. And it is a comedy. It is a, what's the acronym? I can't remember. A romance or no. A ROCOM. That's the acronym. A romantic comedy. But finally finished volume 3 and absolutely loved it. It was a good volume. This is probably my runner-up volume for January that I've read, but I really enjoy this particular series, and I do have the rest of it because I think they only came out with 7 volumes and they finished at the 7th one. So I've got all 7 because I wanted to make sure I had all of this one. I like mangas that don't go into like 80s, 90s, 100 volumes. One Piece, I'm looking at you. But yeah. And then the one I'm currently reading, and I'm probably going to end up finishing when I go to bed today, I've got the Quintessential Quintuplets. Now, that is a mouthful, to say the least. But you guys will get my full review either probably Wednesday or Thursday on this. But it is unique. I definitely like it. It's definitely comedy based. And it's just different. That's the great thing about manga is that you never know what type of stories you're going to get. Sometimes you can see similarities. Sometimes you can see almost exact clones and copies of other mangas. Staring at you, Black Torch and Chainsaw Man. But but it's great to pick up a particular manga that's just different and unique. And this one's definitely unique, to say the least. So I'll spoil it a little bit. So basically, you've got this one particular student that their family needs a little bit of money to survive. Now you've got basically these quintuplets that are struggling with school, and this one particular student is kind of a brainiac, but not necessarily great when it comes to socializing. And then he realizes that, oh crap, he's going to be the tutor of 5 daughters. Yeah, you can only imagine how that goes. So I'll leave it on that cliffhanger. So that's what I'm currently reading on right now, and I'm can't wait to get those reviews out. And I just recently had a particular haul. Um, I cannot emphasize enough how good Facebook Marketplace is. Now, again, your experiences will vary, but knock on wood, my experience with Facebook Marketplace has been really good. I don't tend to sell, I tend to buy. And these particular manga, I've got, I don't even think, I forgot to bring the rest of them. But I got these for about $3 a piece on Facebook Marketplace. It was great because it came from a library, but the library was trying to get rid of it at a cheap price. And it's like these usually go for $10 a piece because they're kind of rare. But this is series Celestial Legend. And so I don't know too much about this manga. I've seen like a whole bunch. You can see just from the covers, it looks interesting. And I'm hoping it's based off the Celestials. I love stories that deal with space elementals, Celestials, goddesses, Greek gods. That's why I like that Sentia show. That's why I like Sailor Moon. So I'm really hoping that this goes into that lore. But I've got volumes 1 through 10. There's only a few of them here, but yeah, it's a nice little haul that I got. I don't have 610 with me. They're on my bookshelf, and my bookshelf is full. I have to take another picture of my collection, but yeah, it's definitely growing. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So, but yeah, so that is what I am currently working on, and so that is pretty much all I have for this episode of the MangaVerse. So I'm like I said, hopefully I can get the Sentia shoe volume out. If I am up to it, I will probably try to get it out tonight if I'm really if I really push myself, but I'll probably get it out tomorrow because I still got to do my notes on it and then get the video out. But I don't know. We'll see. Depends how I feel after this stream if we can get that out. But anyways, guys, I think we'll go ahead and call it an episode with volume 3 of the MangaVerse podcast. Greatly appreciate everyone watching this stream, those who will watch it in the future. Again, I have all my links down below for how, if you feel like you want to support the Icey Fellowship, feel free to look at all of the links that I have down below. And of course, you can always visit me at rayronvr.com, where you can see all the content that I do, all the channels, all the social media, all the good stuff that I do. So with that, guys, I will call it a stream, and I will see you next week.